Hi there, and welcome as we discover these 3 keys of becoming a witness to Jesus in your world. These 3 keys would be that progressively over life, you would grow in your love for Jesus, you would discover your design in Jesus, and you would just introduce others to Jesus. Now, in the final of the 3 sessions we're looking at in this middle value, that you would discover your design in Jesus, I want us to contemplate the fact that you are positioned for a purpose in your life. Romans 10 verse 14 says, "How then can they call on him that they've not believed in? And how can they believe without hearing about him? As it's written, how beautiful are the feet of those who bring the good news." Faith comes from what is heard, and what is heard comes through the message about Christ. Now, there's a funny story about the pastor who gets up the one Sunday morning and he tells the congregation with confidence, "Friends, we want to be a welcoming church, but we also want to be a biblical church. And the Bible says in the New Testament to greet each other with a holy kiss. So let's stand up together, gather 2 or 3 people, and let us kiss one another." Now, there was like a half a second of awkward pause until the laughter started because the people realized what was going on. The pastor was just making a bit of a joke here, but the reality is, why do we know that that's not the truth? Because in the ancient Near Eastern context, a kiss was a very normal way for men and women to greet one another. But we know that the imperative, the command in the Bible is to be hospitable, to be open to relationship, but the form of how we do that looks different. So the mission in this moment is to greet, but the method is time-bound. The method's always changing, but the mission remains the same. The church has employed countless methods over the years to engage people in faith. It's through serving them, through friendship, through our actions and our speech, through organized events, through inviting them to church, through sharing our stories, through intentional outreach, through discussions or debates, through going out on the streets or door to door, or inviting them into our homes. Not one of these methods is the only one, the best one, the sole one. No, they are all part of the mission for people to know Jesus. There's only one method that's not allowed, and that is to never witness. Yes, our faith is deeply personal, but it can never be private. So here's the question then for all of us. Where are you positioned relationally in life? What is unique about the setting that you find yourself in with regard to your work, your vocation, where you stay and study and live? Because the reality is all of us are uniquely placed among friends, colleagues, family members, and friends that no one else can reach. It's the truth that the pastor can never reach the friends and colleagues and family members of the pediatrician and the personal trainer and the painter. But at the same time, the painter can never reach the family members or neighbors of the programmer, the plumber, or the policeman. All of us already have relational connections with people that are unique. All of us already have passions and hobbies that we practice, skills that we have acquired, that connect us in ways that others cannot. All of us already have a story, a background. We have highs and lows in life that makes our story connect with that of someone else. How can they believe without hearing about him? Discovering your design means realizing that God has positioned you so specifically and that his mission is in your life. Every person in your sphere of influence, that is your mission. Don't get hung up on the methods, but discover what God has for you. That is how we become a witness.